Hi all, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about ServiceNow. Hope you like my previous video on the introduction of ServiceNow and how to get the personal instance from ServiceNow. In today's session, we are going to discuss about ServiceNow components. Or I must say that the how the front end or the look and feel is there and what are the options available for a user to make the changes. Okay, so let's start the discussion now. So whenever you log in into your system, you will get a page something like this. I log in as an administrator, so my page will be look like this. And in this session, we are going to discuss about mainly on this banner frame. So before I go to the banner frame, let me tell you one thing important here that in this particular screen, we have three major components. Number one is banner frame. This is called the banner frame. Number two is your application navigator, application frame is there. And number three, this complete area where you can see the multiple icons are there, multiple boxes are there. This is called the content frame, where actually your data will be appearing. In this application navigator, you can find the required application. One thumb rule I want to put here that ServiceNow totally work on the rule basis. So if you have a required rule, only then you can see the required application and the modules in this particular application navigator. Like I log in as an administrator, so I can see everything. But if you log in as an ITL user or you don't have the access for the other components or other applications or modules, that will not be appearing on your screen. Okay, so today we are in this session we discuss mainly about these sessions, that what is banner, where the logged in user detail is available, what is global search, what is toggle content connect, toggle connect slide sidebar, toggle help sidebar, your settings, application navigation, application module search, all applications, favorites, your history, your content area, finally the home page. So in today's discussion, I'll take you on the practical side. I have my own personal instance where I'll take you and give you a demo of where you can find all this stuff available. Okay, so let me change it to my instance now. So this is the instance which I got from the service now, and that is on the New York version. So you can see that I have my login, instance detail here. This is my banner frame. This complete is my banner frame, and I put some wordings here. If you see, the by default the word comes service management, but I as an admin, I change this particular word as per my requirement. Okay, so this is called the complete banner frame. On this complete banner frame, this is the banner home page. It means when you click on this particular image, you will back on this particular screen again. So let's take example, like I search for the incident. Okay, sorry, let me click on the all incident. So suppose I am on this page now, I am going to on this page now, and I want to come back on the home page. So either I can go here under self service, let me remove this, under self service I will get the home page here, or I can click on this particular image that is called the home image. Click here, it will take me on the particular home page only. Okay, the next you can see here, that is called the logged in user detail. It means the person who is logging in that particular instance can see his or her information. If you click on this drop down, you will see this much details. So again, this totally depend on the role provided to you. By default, a service desk agent, mainly service desk agent, have a profile and the logout. Some users who have good knowledge in the ITL, they have the in the service now, they have the impersonate user role as well, plus elevated roles also applicable as per the rules provided by the system admin to you. So if I click on the profile, it will take me on my profile and my details only. So you can see first name Atul, last name G, this is my email ID, this is system format, and now I am on the default view. This is the self-service view. So if you want to change the view, you can click here and go here, and you can put the any here, like we put default view. Default view basically give me the a picture which contains a lot of fields available on the same. So this is not the agenda for our discussion today, so I'll take you just I'll just I'll take it out from this one now. So this is the things available for the users on the plate. Okay. The next one which we saw in our slide is that is the global search. So global search is this magnifier glass. So this is a search in the service now. It is called the global search. Why? Because in this search option you can search anything. So let me click here and let try to find as a test and put on the enter button here. So this word will go to my backend and will find out this test word from the everywhere it has been mentioned. So like you can see here in the, let me navigator minimize navigator. Okay, so now you can see here that test word is available 6 time in the incident, 50 time in the changes, 2 time in the task. So if you go down system properties 34 time, notification 9 times, UI policy 21 times. So if you scroll down like this, you can click any of the required result. Or sometime I'll say that we as a fulfiller use the global search to open a record directly. So like if I take example, let me copy this. So if I want to copy, if I want to open this record, I can go here and enter. So now this record will be open directly for me. The complete record form will be open for me like this. So we as a fulfiller use this global search to find out that records in the direct manner. And this is available. This area is called the content area. So this content in the content frame, this is available. Okay, so this is called the toggle connect sidebar. Basically, in case you want to SMS or you want to, sorry, not SMS, if you want to connect with a co-worker, so you can connect it. So if I click on here, okay, so add user. Let me add if I have some other user by the A. Yes, so I have the bit. I click here and say, hey mate, I'm at click here. It means now you can connect with your colleagues in the ServiceNow instance as well. The only thing is that that person should also be logged into the instance. Only then he is able to see that particular stuff. So this is another functionality available here. Then question mark, that is called the toggle help sidebar. It means if you want to know anything about ServiceNow, specifically the product documentation, you can go here, click on the tool. It will take you the tour as well. Okay, now I'll take you very important point that is called the this setting button, or we call as a gear icon. Let me minimize this. Okay. When I click on this gear icon, by using this gear icon, you as a user who logged in into that particular instance can personalize your instance according to your need. Okay, so I'll take you all these options one by one. It is important to be understand. I'll take you I'll show you the examples as well, that how this actually affect. Number one, in current scenario, we are using the UI 16. The previous version of the previous interface is called UI 15. I click here. So you can see that everything will be changed into my system now. Okay. So it's loading now. So you can see everything has been changed. So complete front bar, everything has been changed for me. As because some of the users still prefer the UI 15 only, but as we are going to the new version, so we always prefer the UI 16. So now I go back on the UI 16. I click here again. I click to the UI 16. Now I am on the UI 16 page. Okay, click on the again side setting button here. Compact the user interface. Compact the user interface. If you click here, so now you can see the changes. See, the text has been reduced. The text has been reduced. Okay, so this is called the compact user interface. Someone like this, someone like a complete bold letters like this, or the little higher font. Compact list date and time. In list, display the date and time value in the compact format. So for this, let me take you on the example now. Click here. I'll search for the incident. Okay, and click on the all incidents here. Because to understand this thing, it is very much important. Okay, now I click on this toggle button. Okay, and click on the compact date and list. So now, okay, I'll show you one thing here. Let me switch. This is off now. Let me click here. So now you can see this thing. The timings are coming like this, right? So now I go here and click on the compact list date and time. I click here. Okay, and click now. So now you key. Now you can see that it removed the year. This particular in this particular option, the year has been removed. It has the day, sorry, month, date, and time, and going 4 months ago. How it's becoming, I'll show you here. Okay, now if you click here, you can see on the top. So you can go here. If you option click here, calendar. Okay, then it will only display the calendar. So as I click on the calendar now, you can see here. It's showing only calendar here. Okay, I go back here and click time ago. I want to see the time ago as well. So it's showing me the 4 months ago, 5 months ago, like this. Now if I click here again, click on the both and cross. So now you can see it's showing date, time, and complete stuff. And now I click here and put as a compact list is on now for me. Okay, so this is basically for that particular purpose. This is the time zone. Time zone says that on in which user, in which time zone user want to see that particular stuff. So we have multiple time zones are available. Okay, so you can click from here. This is totally personal. This is totally personalized on the basis of the user want. So suppose I want to be see from the GMT time zone, so I can click here. Okay, so it will be showing the GMT time zone for me. Now one thing which we missed here is that home pages or dashboard. Okay, so this option will be available if you click on the home image. Let me go here. This is called the home image. So when I click here, it will open a home page for me like this. This is a home page, right? Now I go here. If I click on the dashboard and click on the cross, and now I go back here and let me search something like incidents. And now I click on this particular option. So now you can see that it is taking me on the dashboard. So it's building a dashboard here. It take little time to be updated because dashboard requires the data from the backend. So now you can see the dashboards are available for me as per my requirement. So this is the option. These are the options available into this particular journal tab. Okay. Now we'll go to the theme tab. So in theme tab, basically, if you want to change the color coding or color system or the color things of your particular instance, it is again not going to impact any other instance as well or any other user as well. It is just impact your instance. So like I can say I like this contrast UI. Click here. So now you can see it's take time. So I'm getting this error a number of time now. Okay, let me click again. Okay, so now you can see the contrast has been changed here. I'll go back here and let me select some other theme which is good to be visible here. Take a retros. Okay, click here. Yeah, so now you can see the theme has been changed. So let me change my settings from the dashboard because it's taking a lot of time to the home so that it should not take much time to be load. Okay, now the next part is accessibility, a very much important point. Accessibility has two major points. The data visualization pattern enabled if you want to do some data kind of pattern. So I'll not pick up this. This is not much important as point of time in the discussion. Accessibility enabled. If you enable this particular stuff like this, it take a complete page to below. Click OK. Okay, so now you can see here. Let me open an incident so that I can show you the next coming changes here. I go here, click on incident. Let me create a new incident. Okay, because the next few options are available for that purpose only. Okay, click on the settings, go to accessibility. Show tooltip on the form. It means this question mark will be available on the form itself like this. So if I off this option, let me off this option, it take reload on the page. No worries, let me show you here. Okay, so it takes, so now you can see that question mark are gone. So tooltips are still available, but that question mark is not showing. It's showing on that kind of a mouse over. Okay, let me minimize this. Okay, I'll show you the one more thing here. Resolution information, right? So now you can see this particular option, YYY, MMDD, HH, MMSS. So if I don't want this option to be available on my form, so go to the setting page again, go to the accessibility and off this particular option. So now if I click here, now you will not able to see that particular option. So again, this is complete personalized. I want to understand that how my data is going to be saved. So now you can see an option is available here. Okay, so this is the part of the accessibility. Now the next option in accessibility, show record preview tooltip on the slush bucket when item when available. Okay, so for this, let me go down or let me open a credit incident. Okay, click here incident. Okay, and go to open incident. Let me open. Okay, it's in progress. Let me pick up that only. There's nothing on the in progress or state wise basically. Okay, now I go hit down. Okay, load deleted list. Okay, I'll show you how this option is coming now. Okay, go to child incident. Let me see my settings now. So show record preview tooltip on the slush bucket item when available. Okay, it is on now. So I'll show you the example. I click here, go to edit, let it load it now. Okay, it's taking little time to be load because it's coming from the backend. Okay, so now you can see. If I click here, the number of things has been clicked. Okay, so now you can see. So I can see this complete picture, number assigned to this. But now I go to the setting, go to accessibility and off this. So when I off this, the new page will be loading for me with the same content. Okay, and now I will not able to see that option. See, nothing is appearing as a in that. So if I move here as well, then also it's not appearing. So this is the way that a customer want to see, because or maybe the service just want to see, or maybe the major incident management team want to see that how many tickets has been raised and who opened that incident, can be do or personalize the stuff as per requirement. Okay, so this is all about the accessibility thing. So let me on everything here. Let me cancel because other it take time. List, wrap longer text in the list column, very much important point. Let me go here and go to the list view here, incident. Okay, so let me click on all incidents. Now you can see something like this, network file shared, two lines are coming. I'll go here and switch off. So now you can see only one liner is coming. So it is required when you want to make your front end and how you want to see your data, you can do the stuff accordingly. Okay, so this is in the list view. Now the form, let me off this and go to open this one. Okay, let me open one incident. Okay, so this is the incident form for me, and these are few UI actions. This is the fields available for me. Okay, and these are the form tabs are available. Now you can see here related list. When I click on this option, only then it will be open for me. And how this setting is work actually, you can go here, go to the form view, tab form. Number one, you need, okay, before that I'll show you one thing. So now you can see it is coming in the tab form. I want in the one, two, three, like notes, related records and resolution information. Go to setting and click on the tab form off and click OK. So now you can see notes one thing, related records second point, resolution third point. So again, this depends from the user to user that how they want to see in for that particular stuff. If someone say, okay, I'm just using the notes, why should I need the tab? Let me tabs I will use like this only. Now if I go here, related list. This is called the related list. These options are available like SLAs and effective. Say these are the called the related list. Go here and click on the within form. So it is like within form now. If I go there and click on the after form load, click and reload this form. So first my form will be loaded completely, and after that my other stuff will be loading like you can see here. See, now it's loading like this manner. Now as I click on the tab off, there is an it's showing something like this. Let me click on tab on now, and now you can see. Okay. Now if I want this list to be on demand only, I don't want to be my page too heavy. So click go here, click on the on demand, click OK and reload the page. So now you will not able to see this related list until unless you click as per your intention, as per your requirement. So I go down. Wait, it's taking time. Or maybe I can open another one. Let me go here. Tabs are on. Finally, yes. So it's loading. Yeah. So it's loading on demand only. Let me check one more instant here. Okay. Let me click on the open. Click on the incident. Okay. So now you can see here. So it will become like this only for us. Okay. But it is be applicable only for the first time when you open the incident actually. So this is for the all these things. Now I come for the notification. Very much important. Very much important actually here. Okay. So notifications is basically when a user want the notification from ServiceNow or not into his or her email box. So if you click here, allow, no notification will come to you. It means all the system generated notification where your name is mentioned, you are not getting that particular notification. If I click here, I need the notification. Then you can configure your primary email ID. Click on this and you can configure your primary email ID. Suppose I'm using client network as well and I'm client ID as well and my company ID as well. So I can accordingly I can make a changes. Primary email, yes, I can put my name here. It will be safe for me. Okay. Let me go back now. Then I can personalize. Maybe I'm not a approver. Why? And but just in the CCI one mention. So I'll say, okay, I don't want these things. So let me off this part. I say no, I don't want this thing. I don't want any approval kind of emails in my email box. So by this way, you can configure your email preferences. And nowadays, believe me, many of the users are doing this stuff because suppose I'm a service desk guy or not incident manager, but I'm receiving a lot of emails for everything, or maybe I don't require these emails, so I'll keep them keep that as per the email preferences. The last one that is called the developer. So this is the application. When this is be used when you are building a application, it can be customized, it can be scope application, you can put it on the top. So if you want this, suppose now I have nothing on the top now, so if I want this on the top, click here on, it is available now. Update set, because as a developer I always work on that coding part or the development part, so I need to be capture my things. Instead of I go here and change my update set, I want this to be on the top as well. So you can see here, this is again for the Java part and the automation perspective. I'm not opening this part now. One thing which I missed on the journal form is that okay, I in this system I don't have a domains. Otherwise domain point will become here because I did not activate that plugin till now, so it is not coming for me. Otherwise, as the same option available for the domains on this particular header as well. Okay, so this is all about the settings. Now I'll take you on this particular application navigator. So this is called the filter where you can do the searching like I did incident. So where the incident word is coming, either in the parent or child, it will bring it for me. Okay, this is called the menu box or the all application. When you click here, You will see all applications available for you as per the rule given by the administrator to you. Okay. Now suppose someone can be say, Atul, I always work on the assigned to me tickets, but I need to go and search like this, assigned to me. So is there any way I can make it favorite? Yes. When you click here, go and a star button will be appear. Click on this star. Now this star will be available into this particular things. Now you can see insert assigned to me. If I click here, I'll get all details assigned to me. The last one, which is called the history. Here I can see that what action I did in the history as per the history for me. Okay, so it save your history accordingly. And at last, if you want to see this complete full screen, click on this navigator minimize. So now you can able to see the complete page on the screen. Okay, so I'll take you back to my slides now. So guys, hope you like this video. If you like, please share with your friends and put your comments into the comment section. I'll come again with some other interactive or good video on ServiceNow very soon. If you did not subscribe my channel till now, please subscribe to encourage me. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day and see you soon.